This hole here, that goes 2 meters deep and the temperature reaches up to 250 Celsius degrees. And when he puts the right bushes just into the beginning of the hole, there the heat is so intense that the bushes will ignite fire from the heat from the earth.
Sorry. Do you have your phone? Look at that. Oh, look, look. Oh, look at the fire there. Look. Look at the fire. There you go.
Oh, there it is. I want you to tag what we're here.
Keine, ist doch gut. Versteh dich doch. Ja, wenn du
island of Lanzarote, which extends over an area of 807 square kilometers, is of volcanic origin. This island rose from the ocean some 25 million years ago as a result of the accumulation of material from repeated eruptions. The area of Timanfaya National Park we are now visiting, within the confines of the Fire Mountains, is located in the southeast of the island and comprises but a small part of the 172 square kilometers covered by volcanic debris during the eruptions of the 18th and 19th centuries. Between 1726 and 1730, frequent earthquakes and loud underground rumblings caused panic among the population of the interior, who fled, seeking refuge in Teguise and Arrecife. The eruption took place towards the end of the summer of 1730, on the evening of the 1st of September. The events that then occurred were recorded in the manuscripts of an exceptional witness, the priest of Yaitse, Don Andres Lorenzo Corbello, who wrote, "Between 9 and 10 o'clock in the evening, the earth suddenly opened near Timanfaya, 2 leagues from Yaitse. During the first night, an enormous mountain arose out of the heart of the earth. The flames, which came out of its apex, went on burning for 19 days. This signaled the beginning of the most important period of volcanic activity in the history of the Canary Islands. It lasted for 6 years, with phases of varying intensity, during which streams of molten lava registering 800 degrees centigrade and enormous showers of ashes destroyed every last vestige of life."
Lanzarote, eine Insel vulkanischen Ursprungs mit einer Gesamtoberfläche von 817 Quadratkilometern, erhob sich vor 25 Millionen Jahren aus dem Ozean.
Whenever people believed that the fires in the volcanoes were dying out, new fissures opened up and the eruptions regained their former intensity. This was recorded by the priest of Yaitse as follows. On the 18th of October 1730, 3 new openings formed on top of Santa Catalina and from other outlets, from which thick smoke emerges and spreads over the entire island. At the same time, huge quantities of lava and ash are being scattered over the surrounding countryside. The explosions that followed this phenomenon, together with the intense darkness produced by masses of ashes and smoke covering the whole island, caused the inhabitants of Yaitse to take flight several times. The lava streams and showers of volcanic grains totally destroyed around 30 hamlets, besides causing serious damage to another 20 small villages. Large areas under cultivation were also destroyed, together with crops, barns, water catchments, pasture lands and livestock. Now, almost 3 centuries later, life pulsates in the midst of the seas of lava and continues to expand. More than 800 species of animal life and plants have been noted within its confines, mostly terrestrial, but some in the sea. Organisms that live directly on the rocks are birds, lizards, and above all, various species of lichens, besides some unusual nocturnal insects that feed on microscopic particles carried by the wind. These are principally beetles and crickets, which may be similar to the pioneer creatures which made their home on the island when Lanzarote emerged from the sea millions of years ago. The largest known form of animal life is the gira vulture, which feeds on carrion and nests in the craters of the volcanoes of the Fire Mountains. The smallest is a tiny cave-dwelling insect measuring less than 1 millimeter in length. Where even lichens are very rare. from Timanfaya. Seismic activity is monitored round the clock in this observatory, as well as deformation of the surface and thermal and gas emissions. During the ascent of Macizo del Fuego, we can clearly see the fissural characteristics of the eruption, as all central emission points are aligned along one single fault. Into the newly created substratas with the true eagerness of the colonizer. This complex structure was created after emissions shot out from dozens of different openings along its length. Eruptive fissures opened at the base of the volcanic massif, through which numerous streams of molten lava flowed.
Der Haupteruptionsherd befindet sich im Macizo del Fuego, in dem wir uns nun befinden. Der höchste Punkt liegt 525 Meter über dem Meeresspiegel. Dieser Vulkan ist von Schlacke und Asche bedeckt, die von den Eruptionen aus dem 18. Jahrhundert stammen. An der Kuppe kann man die ältesten Schichten betrachten. Viele Pflanzen und Tiere, die vulkanische Zersetzung der Erdoberfläche überlebt und sich später auf dem Boden lebhaft verbreitet haben. Dieser Komplex wurde von mehr als 10 eruptiven Ausgangspunkten aus gebildet. Im Zentrum des Vulkanmassivs öffneten sich eruptive Risse, durch die zahlreiche Lavaströme flossen.
She said it was a roller coaster ride, didn't she? Oh, I know. It's not longer than a roller coaster. Oh, gosh, yeah. I was thinking that. All this for camels and the no, I wouldn't do that. No.
Place. The principal characteristic of this eruption was the immense fluidity of its lavas, and in particular the jets of boiling hot salty water which were projected from the craters for several days in the form of enormous geysers reaching heights of 30 meters.
Die letzten Ausbrüche auf Lanzarote fanden im Jahre 18.
the end of our excursion, we arrive at the islote of Hilario, from which emanations of enormous heat emerge. It is named for a hermit called Hilario, who frequented this islet for 50 years with only a camel to keep him company. According to legend, Hilario planted a fig tree at this spot, which, although taking root, never bore fruit, as the flower could not blossom due to the intense heat of the flames.
Und zum Abschluss dieser Route gelangen wir zum Islote de Hilario, eine Zone, in der heiße Ausströmungen größter Intensität existieren und deren Name an den Eremiten Hilario erinnert, der 50 Jahre lang...
Das ist sehr einfach, denn das ist nur eine Öffnung in die Erde, wo geschmelzte Steine und heiße Gassen rauskommen. This time it will be on the right side of the bus that you can see the symbol of the devil, and this time he's saying goodbye to us. We are leaving the national park and we are on our way back to Playa Blanca. Diesmal ist es auf rechter Seite, das ist das Symbol von der Teufelskerze.